Can everyone hear me? Can you see me? I just got out of the shower, so I'm kind of frizzy. And look, my sunburn's going away. Yay! A little peely here. A little peely here. And my feet are looking better. They're kind of red. They were like completely swollen from all the hiking. But I'm feeling much more rested. I hope somebody pops on and lets me know that I didn't, that this is set to public. Because you know how sometimes right before you post it changes it? Facebook will like change it to only me and you're like, that's not what I wanted at all. So I guess I'll wait for like a person. It's just water, guys. Calm down. Are there any peoples on right now? Yay! Hey, Jennifer. Hey, Marissa. Okay, good. So it's not set to only me. How's it going? So a lot of people are freaking out. And I knew that was going to happen. When I scheduled my trip to Kauai, I was like, oh, all this, the shit is getting stirred. And I bet when I get back, it's going to be like worse. Things are going to start getting crazy. More places are going to start closing down. So I think right when I left for Kauai, it was just one place in California where they're like, oh, we have a case. And I was like, oh, here we go. So I'm kind of glad I didn't have a lot of signal when I was in Kauai because I totally wanted to like not even hear about any of this. I'm not scared. I called it a plandemic on purpose. A lot of my friends, a lot of you smart woke folks have been calling it that, and I really like that. I dig that because that's what it is. It's a plandemic. It's planned. Not so scared of the coronavirus, right? We know it's like supposed to be less than a cold, just more people get it. Okay, I'll take vitamin C. I mean, I get it if you're like immune compromised, but it's like, it's less than the flu. So just take your vitamin C, and wash your hands and I don't know. Like if you don't feel good, stay home. I feel like, why do we have to say this? Like wash your hands, stay home if you're sick. Like these are things we should be doing anyways. Like if your kid is really snotty and gross and doesn't feel good, just stay home. Common sense rules is what I think. But no, I'm not scared of it. The only thing that I'm like, that makes me kind of like nervous that I'm trying to like get away from is what they're going to do with it. You know, now apparently everybody's freaking out because Trump just announced that, I don't know if it's both ways. Is it both ways for flights to the UK? Or is it just ones that are coming here that can't go through? Not sure. But why the UK? Is it already China too? I don't know. Like, I really don't follow every single thing. I mostly roll my eyes. Like, I rolled my eyes at so many people at the airport. Maybe that's mean. But some people just looked ridiculous. It was kind of ridiculous. Like, I was really tempted to lick the airplane seat in front of me, just like to see what people would do, because that's just who I am. I like to I like to just mess with people. Like I'm really thinking about doing something like that. I'm really not scared of this virus, guys. Not scared about it. But also theories I did it to cover up George Soros' debt of millions. I'd be interested to hear that theory. I've heard so many theories on everything, how it originated, all kinds of stories. I don't really know. I did save a meme that said something about a scientist could prove like that he like looked at it under a microscope and all that stuff. I'm not a scientist, okay, but he like could prove that it was man-made or something. I don't know. I'll share it later. But I'm trying to like, even though I want to be aware, I'm trying to kind of step out of that and step out of that fear. Because I know or I have a feeling and knowing, I think a lot of you do, that it's going to get worse and that they're going to use this to like control things, control travel and shut down more schools. I think Vanderbilt is shut down. That we're near Nashville. My husband just told me that. And there's like a school, a couple counties over in Tennessee that shut down. If my husband's school gets shut down, I was like, well, cool. Then you can like be home, and if you still get paid, word, what's up? Just as long as we can still go places. Like I want to go places. Flights are really cheap right now. Hey. Now, the only thing with that is a little bit of concern, right? Like if they're like, oh, you can't come back. So go somewhere really cool, right? Like go to an island, go to Hawaii, like where I went. If I was in Hawaii and they were like, I'm sorry, you can't come back to Tennessee, I'd be like, word, pina coladas on the beach, anybody? You know, like whatever. I mean, if my family was with me, I would be like, okay, we're cool. We're here now. It's so beautiful and magical there. And I feel like I carried a lot of that energy with me. I just feel lighter. I feel like fear can't get in. Like I have this boundary now, and I have like this pure raw energy from just the magicalness of the island. I know not all of my friends are into the woo-woo, but I am into the woo-woo. So just stay with me on that. I just feel like I just feel like it can't touch me. I'm not worried about it. I'm just like, hey, maybe you should go get some more rice and beans just in case. But I'm not scared. I can't feel scared about it because that's what they want. The scariest disease is fear. Do you know what fear does to your body? Do you know what stress does to your body? I'm a massage therapist, and I feel like a lot of people don't really get that. They're like, oh my God, the coronavirus. And I'm like, your fear right now is hurting your body probably more than the coronavirus will, especially if you stay in it. That can mess up all kinds of things. Your tension in your muscles, your blood flow, your heart rate, headaches. Like it can start messing up your sleep. And it's like your body, if you stay scared for too long, goes into like it activates your sympathetic nervous system, right? Then you're like in a fight or flight mode. And if you stay in that too long, which a lot of trauma victims do, it can create like immune system issues. And then you have like chronic pain in your body, and you're like, you know what I'm saying. I'm just trying to think of, what is it called? It just went out of my mind. But everything starts shutting down and not working right, and your immune system doesn't work right. And then like you tax your body where everything doesn't work right and it can't heal right. And then you make yourself sick from stress, from fear, from worry. That is what we should really be like focusing on right now, is like meditating and yoga and like whatever you do to help yourself relax and to get into that place of where you're not feeling completely stressed out. This is not just now. This is like all the time. Self-care. And whatever that looks like to you, though I will say it probably shouldn't look like Burger King and just like Netflix for 5 days. I do the marathons. I do. But some of the shows like even put fear in us. Do you know what I mean? A lot of the shows are fear-based now. And I think that's the vibration they want us on, is like a low vibration. So we can't heal. So we can't stay healthy. We just really need to step away from that. Don't give in to the fear. If you want to go to the store and like buy some things and be prepared, then just do it. But just like do it with a clear mind, not with like this like where you're freaking out to do it. Right. It can make you immune compromised. Your mind is so powerful. And I mean, we say that all the time, but I don't think people really, really understand how powerful the mind is. Think about people that have like multiple personality disorder. I know it's like called something different now, but they, in their different personalities, one of them could be diabetic. One of them could be, they're totally different people with different mindsets, with different health issues, health practices. Like, they've convinced themselves with their minds that they're diabetic and their body doesn't produce insulin, right? When they're in that personality. That's how strong our minds are. That's how powerful they are. So when people laugh at people that say you can literally heal yourself by healing your mind and your thoughts and all of those things, that proves it to me. That's how powerful it is. But you have to be super tapped into that to really do it. You really, really, really have to believe that you can heal and you are going to heal. And like, there's no other option but for you to heal. And you have to do the work around it where there's doubt. That's what I believe. You don't have TV. Word. I hear you. I don't have like cable, but I have like Hulu and stuff. Women give birth without drugs. We have the ability to do amazing things. Exactly. I mean, we're the freaking portals from the spirit world into the physical world. So, I mean, hello. Like, stand in your power and don't let the doctors and the hospitals take that away, because that's what they do a lot. They make you feel like you're powerless, and they have the power and they make the decisions. And no, it's your body, it's your birth. You know, of course, situations might come up where you may need their help, but don't let them make you feel like you don't have power. So I just went to that tangent. What I wanted to really get at was to, right now, not to give into fear. And a lot of us, like, where our dreams are concerned, we might feel more like, oh, we got to press the pause button because we have to deal with this. There's always going to be stuff going on in the world. There's always going to be something that the media is going to tell us to be scared about. And we can't let that be a reason to not, or to delay our dreams. Really, there's always going to be something you can use for a reason. And I put that in reason because most of the time it's an excuse. It's an excuse we tell ourselves to get out of doing something. Oh, sorry. YouTube videos, go away. It's about the coronavirus, of course. It's a story that we tell ourselves. I can't fulfill my dream until this. Until what? I mean, why are you telling yourself that story? Well, I'm too old. I'm too sick. I don't have enough money. I don't have enough friends. I don't have enough followers. Like, we could do this all day, right? My husband doesn't support me. I don't have time. Ooh, that one usually messes with people a lot, because I've seen some people, like, I don't think it should be about comparison either. I think it should just be about, like, you make time for what you think is the most important. So, are your dreams the most important? Because they should be, like, right up there. Yourself is important. And don't we want to teach our kids that? Don't we want to teach our kids that they shouldn't be giving up their dreams for anything? If we want to teach them that, we need to show them that. Whatever your dream is, or your deepest desire is, you don't know how it's going to work out. How. Release the how. Because all you really need first is to decide. Just decide. And I've heard that so much, and it just really didn't click with me for a while. And that's true, Christina. Until I was like, oh, I don't know how that's going to work, or how that's going to happen, or, you know, that's just stories. That's actually a limiting belief, I think, because we feel like we have to know how everything is going to work out, what it's going to look like at the end. Is it something that we're going to want to do forever, or dedicate ourselves to forever? That's where I was feeling stuck, because I was like, I don't know if I want to do this forever. That's okay. I am free to change my mind at any point in time, and so are you. Whatever you want now, go for it now. What if there's a lesson that you're supposed to learn from that? And then and what if it takes you somewhere else, somewhere unexpected? Like, just lean into it. Just lean into the deliciousness of, like, just following your intuition and your heart. And, like, right now, you know what you want. Close your eyes and think of that thing that you really, really want. That career that you want. Maybe starting up your own business. Maybe you're networking with some other people to create something beautiful. Whatever it is in your heart, you want to write that book. Like, imagine yourself doing it, and just decide right now, lean into it and just decide, I'm going to do that. Let go of the how, the when, the where. Let go of all of the things. Let go of everything surrounding it that makes you feel like you can't, and just decide that you're going to do it, that you want it. Write the first chapter. It's like $12 for a website. Buy the link to the website that you want to create. Just take the first step, and then every day take another step and do another thing, talk to another person, and lean into that, and you'll hear signs. I think you'll see signs, or you'll hear things if you're tuned in, of like, oh, maybe you should talk to this person, or maybe you should do that. And when you feel that feeling, or you hear that thought, then don't push back against it. Just do it. Do it while it's on your heart and your mind. And everything else is going to start aligning beautifully if you get out of your own way. Get out of your own head. Get out of your own doubt. Get out of your own fear. Because that's really the headspace that all this news tries to keep us in. Turn off the news. Just turn it off. It's trying to get in your headspace, and it's lowering your vibration. I know not all of you believe in that, but you have to know that it's not good for you to be in fear all the time, right? It's just a different way of saying it. So that's what I'm trying to do right now. And what I'm saying to y'all is what, I'm really saying all this to myself, because I still struggle with getting out of my comfort zone. That's why I was like, I'm going to Hawaii, because I just was so tired, so fed up with feeling stuck, feeling sad, or feeling like I'm just stuck, really. I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do. I have all these ideas, but I just didn't feel any energy to do it. I didn't feel that confidence to do it. And I had all this fear and anxiety surrounding all of these beautiful things that I've dreamed up in my head and that I've made a vision board on. And I was like, why are these things not coming true? I made the board. It's because you have to really feel the feelings of it and believe that you can do it and decide that you're going to do it. And it's really about a lot of personal growth, and you have to keep growing. So when I decided to go to Hawaii, just like when you decide kind of to go anywhere, especially if you're going somewhere with people from the internet that you don't really know, you're not going with a friend or family member. I've never been to this place before, even though it's freaking Hawaii and it sounds amazing. It's a retreat. There's going to be a 5-mile hike. I lay in my bed a lot. I don't exercise. You're not going to see me running unless somebody's chasing me. So I was really scared. And I kept telling myself, oh, you shouldn't go. You're not in good enough physical health. Oh, you shouldn't go because um you'll probably be, like I told myself, you'll probably be like the fattest person there, and everybody else is going to be skinny, young, hot yoga babes that, and you know what I mean? Like I got all in my head about it, and it's just like it's not true. All these reasons that we tell ourselves, and then because it was like the last minute, I kept like wanting to back out, and I thought it was because of the reasons, but then I realized it was because of the fear. And I was like, no, I'm just going to do it anyways, and I'm going to figure out all the rest. I'll figure it out, but I'm just going to do it. And you just have to like leap. You know, my husband was like, well, I have to get permission to take off from work. And I was like, you teach public school. You never take off. Like, they'll figure it out. And I just bought my ticket. And it just worked out. So, thank you, Christina. You're good enough, too. You know, I think we all do this to ourselves. So we're like, we kind of self-sabotage. And we get in our heads and we're just like, we'll stay in our safe place, or with our safe person maybe, or with our safe job, or like whatever feels nice and cozy. But then we're really limiting ourselves for all the beautiful, amazing things that we could have. We just have to believe that we deserve them. And of course you deserve them. Why would you not deserve them? You know, so many people like, there's so much negativity around like the thought of like money and prosperity and like actually succeeding. Sometimes, you know, there's some jealousy and there's some belief system that like rich people are evil or money is evil or whatever. But making money doesn't make you a bad person, and being successful doesn't make you a bad person. Like, if you believe those things, you're not going to be successful and you're not going to make money. And if you feel, it's like sometimes even when we don't have a lot of money, it's almost like a bragging right sometimes. You know what I mean? Like I grew up with a family with not a lot of money. And so it was almost like I identify with your struggle, which a lot of us, we do identify with each other's struggle. And that's fine to identify, but we should never villainize or make it a negative thing or feel negative towards people that don't have that struggle anymore. Maybe they came out of it, they rose above it, they got successful. We need to cheer each other on. We need to like support each other and lift each other up. And that's how we all raise our vibration, and we all do the amazing things that we're meant to do to raise the vibration of the entire planet. So, and I feel like that's gonna happen. Like, I don't know. It's like, I feel like a lot of things are being cleared out right now. Like a lot of negative energy in the world is being cleared out. I don't really know how to explain it. That's just like a feeling that I have. And, I don't really know what else to say, but I think I've got across what I wanted to say, and I want to start going live more, and I want to start like really doing a lot of personal growth work. And what I want to start doing really after going on this retreat, it's weird because before I scheduled to go on this retreat, I decided, I told my husband, I was like, I really want to start planning retreats, like where people can do like a lot of personal growth and visit like beautiful places like Costa Rica and Peru and Hawaii and all of that. And I said, but I feel like I need to go on some first so I can like kind of get the jive and like get ideas. And I was like, but I really want to start helping to plan them and then eventually like plan them all on my own. And that's what I really want to do. And then I found this retreat, and then I was like, this is it. Like, click. But for weeks though, like I say click, I felt the click, but then for weeks I kept telling myself, no, like our tax money's not going to be in on time. Da, 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 da. Like I said all that. And then I happened to message the lady who was hosting it, just like chatting with her. And she was like, so you decided not to come? And I'm like, no, I was like, I really want to come, but, and then we started talking. And then guess what? I was buying my ticket that same day. So, like, when you feel like, even if it's like a really logical reason, like, I literally don't have the money, dude. Sometimes, even by saying, like, I don't have the money, we have to be careful or like rearrange our thoughts and our words to the money has not come to me yet, or have not received the money yet, or the money is on its way, it's coming, you know what I mean? And keep saying that, keep believing that, keep leaning into that, and like you'll be really amazed like of how our thoughts and our words and everything, it blocks a lot of things from coming in. We block it by saying it and by like making it real. Words are so powerful, but when we open ourselves up to it, then it's like all these beautiful things can be like, oh, the universe is like, here you go. I heard you say that you wanted to find a way. You opened up your mind so that when something was like right in your face, like, oh, here's a solution, you'll actually see it. But be careful that you're not using words that block you from seeing the solutions to your problems. I was doing that so much. When I got back, I'm so thirsty. Hang on. I want to talk more about retreats because like things that have already started like falling into place and more connections are being made where I'm like, oh my God, this is so beautiful. I got this at the airport. Isn't it cute? Called Be Hippie. It's like a whole brand, Be Hippie. You can go online. They have the cutest stuff. And I almost didn't buy this at the airport because I thought, oh, it's going to be cheaper online. So I looked it up online while I was waiting for my flight, and it wasn't. So I just went ahead and bought it. It's like a canteen kind of deal. Anyways, so, funny story. I've been reading this book that was referred to me by a friend called Celestine Prophecy. If you haven't read it, you should. It's super magical. It's fictional, but I don't feel like it really is in real life. Okay. It's about energy and like all of these like primitive kind of like secret messages, universal truths that were like hidden, and he had to like go on this journey of finding them and discovering them. I don't know, it's beautiful. And as I was reading it, like I actually came into the knowledge of like each one before I read the chapter about it. I know not everybody's with me on that, but like it was like, what's happening here? Okay. And then the last, well, I won't ruin it for you. I was going to say, the last one is really beautiful. It's really beautiful. It's kind of like I said, the universal knowledge is really beautiful. But Celestine Prophecy, I like checked it out from the library, and it's free online. Okay. But, so it mostly takes place like where, there's like all these temples and stuff like that. And so I got like this feeling like I need to go there. Like I need to go and see this temple and then when we got back from Kauai, my friend who I saw the Kauai trip on her page from, she's like, I'm planning a retreat to Mexico and we're going to visit this temple. And I was like, what? We're going to visit this temple. And she was like, it's going to be in a mansion and we're going to have like a spa day and I'm going to hire a chef and we're going to do like yoga and meditation. And I was like, that sounds amazing. I was like, I love the trip to Kauai. I was like, but it was a little bit, for me, it was very challenging on the physical side with all the hiking and like I was vomiting. I did it, guys, but I was like vomiting and I was like, I think I got a little hypothermia because I was like doing the hiking. Then I swam underneath the waterfall. Like I didn't even have my bathing suit on. I was like in my bra and like my little Nike shorts or whatever. And I couldn't breathe a little bit swimming up to it. But I was like, so like, yes, I'm going to do it. And I'm like, yeah, I'm the 40-year-old in the group that's like the least likely to be doing this right now. And like the most like chill, lay in my bed. I don't exercise. Sometimes I stretch. But I'm gonna do more now because like my body, like my husband was like, your legs, what's going on? And I was like, yeah, I know. I want more of this. And so I'm gonna do more yoga and stuff. But anyways, the point is, I know I did it right. It was so hard, but I did it. And I had like emotional, I don't want to say breakdown, I want to say breakthrough. Because it's like when you're pushing yourself like that, you have all these thoughts, right? And then you like, I worked through it with Jamie who led the hike, and I was like really just down on myself. Like I can't believe I let myself get to this place where I'm just not like healthy enough, and I have to keep pausing because I can't catch my breath. I feel so embarrassed, and I was like really, really, really hard on myself. And then she was like, well, what's a nicer story you could say to yourself, or what's a nicer way to put this? And I was like, well, I've been through a lot, and I went into some of the things I've been through, and I was like, and I just wanted to feel safe, and I wanted to like just be in a safe place and heal from all of like the hurt and the rejection and stuff, and pain that I've been through. And she was like, that's okay, and that's where you were, and now you're here, and now like I'm looking onward and upward, right? Like it's okay, that's just where I am right now. And so I have to like just accept that. I accept where I am, I accept who I am, I accept how I look, and then I just move forward, right? So that was a sidetrack. What was the main thing I was saying? Oh, the temple thing. So she was saying, no, this trip to Mexico, it's going to be the spiritual work, and we're going to go to the temple, and that's going to be kind of some walking. She was like, but it's mostly going to be like chill vibes, and like, so like, I mean, spa day, mansion, like it sounds beautiful, amazing. So I don't really know my involvement in that, except for that I want to go to it, and I want to share with my friends and tell y'all so y'all can know about it and invite you to it. And if you want to know more information, I'll be posting more, or just like hop in my inbox, and I'll get you connected with her so you can ask the questions and know the things. By the way, like I said, airplane trips are super cheap right now. Like I'm kind of mad about it because I just bought a round trip ticket to Kauai 2 weeks ago that was $800, and now it's only like $400. So now is the time. Go on the trips now while everyone's scared and you're like living it up, the only person on the cruise ship drinking your champagne in your, laissez-faire suite or whatever. Just do the thing. So I think it's in July or late July. So if y'all have free summers, you'll figure it out if that's what you really want to do. Also, okay, one last thing happened that aligned. When I got back, I saw that I had some comments on my Instagram for some photos that I uploaded that I wasn't like reading the messages while I was on the trip because we were like everywhere, right? And it was from a girl that lived there, and she was like, hey girl, I do vegan cooking classes, you should come by. And I was like, oh, I already left, that would be so rad. And like, she was just talking to me how she does retreats. She does like raw vegan and vegan cooking classes, but she also does retreats with it, and like yoga and like surfing and like and Lomi Hawaiian type massage, which is Lomi. Where's my Lomi stick? Oh, here it is. So when I was in Hawaii, I bought this Lomi Lomi stick for my massage business. It's made by the locals, right? So it has their energy, and plus I supported them, and I really, really like doing that. And so like I don't know all the points yet and stuff, but it's good. Like you can find a spot and push it, and it really saves your hands from a lot of the work, right? From wearing out your hands. So she was like, I would love for you to come to Hawaii and like show you the technique. And I was like, yes, please. So I don't know. I feel like there's more there. Like I'm going to connect with her more, and who knows, maybe I'll help her do some retreats. Maybe I'll do massages on her retreats. Maybe I'll learn how to cook some more raw vegan meals. Like I just feel like so open to all the beautiful things coming to me right now. And so I just want to encourage everybody, step out of your comfort zone, because that's where all the magic is. And have a good night.